Okay guys, we're going to try this once again. We are out riding the Velotric. Again, this is my 27-inch by 2.4-inch cruiser bike, you may call it. But it'll ride the bike trails, it'll ride off-road, it'll ride through the grass, and it'll ride through dirt and gravel, because I've done it all. So yeah, it's a great bike. When you, I need to live. Alrighty guys, here we go. Again, we are riding the Velotric. And I will put the description throughout the video what this has as far as features. It might be the smoothest torque sensor that I own. It'll do 28 miles per hour, I can tell you that, because I've had it up to that with that torque sensor. Right now we're at 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So yeah, she'll do it. That goose almost got cooked. See all the traffic coming, guys. Had to wait on. See if I can keep the sun out of my eyes here as I'm on the camera while I'm riding. So you're going to see some sunlight through here till I make a turn up here to go north on the trail. Of course, riding west in the morning like this, sun's going to hit you pretty good in the morning. Yeah, 23 to 25 mile an hour, very comfortable in boost mode. Have not had this out in a while, so I want to get out and do another review on it for Velotric, get some 360 footage. And let me know down in the comments section what you guys think about it. Not only the Velotric, but the performance of the 360. I would like to know that. A little less glare on the sun. Now we're heading north. Hope you guys had a nice Easter weekend. This is Tuesday. Got to be careful up here. Got a little kid up here on the trail. We'll be switching back from different views. Back and forth, shall I say. Especially when I edit in the 360 software, I can do different things with it on reframing the video as far as what they call dewarping, lineal, kind of a circular mode, planet mode you might call it. I'm not sure the exact names of them, but there are so many different ways to edit the video footage that I'm looking forward to see how I can get this to turn out pretty well. Takes me a little longer than editing a video. Obviously, it's new software for me to figure out, so I am slowly learning it. My first video I shot was horrible. This bike has got great hydraulic brakes. Everything about this bike just shouts quality about the Velotric name. I've reviewed probably 50 e-bikes, and this one's in the top 3 for sure. Maybe in the top 2. Alrighty, we'll have to, I'm going to show the trail here more because the sun is coming right in, and I think it's going to hit me in the face, so we'll see here what it looks like. It's not too bad there. And we'll turn the camera around here in a minute, and I'll show you the side views of the bike on both sides. I'll probably go ahead and do that about now to see how that comes out here. We'll kind of see what that looks like now. That's a good view for sure. Leave it there for a few minutes. See, I like that one. That is for my left side of the bike. I guess it would be to your kind of right. But I tell you, it's just a beautiful bike. With the design of the color, the style of the bike, I just love this thing. This bike for seniors is absolutely great buy for you guys because of the low step through area, the wraparound handlebars where you don't have to reach for them. There's nothing not to like about this Velotric. I am fully impressed. Up here, we're going to switch back to the other side of the bike, give you another view of that as well. Switch to the other side here and see what it looks like. And there's the other shot. Pull the camera out just a little bit here, and I'm going to need to stop to do that. I don't need to wreck my bike here, tear the camera up and everything else on it. See if that's not just a little better view for you guys. On your left. Thank you. But yeah, that's just some great views for you guys. Let's see if we can go back out front here now. There we go. Yeah, let me talk about some things I've seen coming out, especially with these tariffs that have hit. Several bike companies that I'm already collaborating with have already raised their prices on their bikes and their trikes. That was inevitable for you guys, because they're just going to pass that right on down to the consumer like they always do. And seniors are already struggling enough financially to not have to worry about another increase. So I do have a discount code below, which I'll link not only in the description box, I'll link it in the comment section as well. I'll pin it there so it'll show up right at the top. So where you guys can save some money on this thing on my discount and pick you up one of these things before the price even goes higher. And we can talk a little bit about safety today. Since I got a little time here, I want to discuss a few things that you guys need to not only carry with you, but that you can also carry as far as your equipment goes. Now, today I'm not carrying anything, and here we go. The trail is closed right here. They are fixing exactly what I talked about a long time ago, almost 2 years now, and they are finally smoothing this out. So I am so happy to see that, guys. So obviously we got to turn the bike around right here. We ain't going no farther that way. So we'll just head back the same way we just came. Got a lot of sunlight, of course, hitting me now, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the trail. So again, I did not carry my backpack today. I actually forgot it. But I'm not going to be far from home, so that way if I do get stuck like with a flat tire or the bike breaks down, I can at least walk at home. It does have a walking mode. Hope that doesn't happen, obviously. But desperate times bring desperate measures. So here's some of the things you need to carry. Rather it be on a bike bag on the rack on back of your bike, which most e-bikes now have racks on the back of them, or you can buy them probably from the company to put it on, because you're going to need it if you're not carrying a backpack, or if you're not riding a trike and you got large cargo areas as well. So anyway, some of the things we want to carry is a battery operated air pump for sure. I don't like hand pumps. There's so many good battery operated ones. That's all you really need. So that's one thing. You're going to want to carry what I call flat out. It's a little bag that you can carry that'll fill up to a 26-inch tire, 20-inch tire, and the amount you need to use is actually on the bag. The material in it is Kevlar, and it works very well on fixing a flat tire when you're on the trail. Now, another couple of things you need to carry if you're going to fix a bike or a tire on the trail. You're going to want to carry a valve stem remover, because most of these bikes have what we call Schrader valves, and they got a valve stem that screws down inside that. That's that little thing. So you're going to want to take that out, and then the Kevlar bag that you're going to fix your tire has got a little valve that goes right over your valve stem, and that way you can shake that bag up, and then you just press the material inside the valve and look on the directions on the side how much to use of the bag, and then you're going to want to and I normally turn my bikes upside down, by the way, when I'm on the trail. If you're going to turn an e-bike upside down, the best thing to do is hold down the brake on the right side. That's always usually your rear on all e-bikes. Now, there may be some that are not that way, but I know most of them are. So you just hold the right brake down, turn the bike over on its handlebars, fold in any mirrors or something that may get tore up when you do that, and put it on its upside down, shall we say. That way you can either take the front tire off if it's got a quick connect, and you can maybe just do that right there on the bike. And the rear tire especially, because that you got that motor and everything on almost all e-bikes are rear hub motors. There are some mid drives in front drive motors, but for the most part they're rear. And to take that tire off with that motor and all the stuff you got to take loose, you're better off just turning the bike over and filling it up. So you do the same exact thing. You want to move the tire to where the Schrader valve is at the top if you've got it turned upside down. And that way you can squirt in all the Kevlar. Flat out is the name of it. And then you can put your, once you get enough in there, then you can take put your Schrader valve back in there, or shall I say your stem. Now you don't want to lose that, so put it in your pocket or something when you're putting that in there, because before you actually put air back in that tire, you're going to want to put the Schrader valve stem back in. You can do it before or after on that, but I normally put the stem back in, tighten it down, and then fill it back up with air at that point, and then you can just turn your tire around and around so you're evenly distributing that Kevlar. Now, with that said, if it's got a screw in there or a nail, if it's not too big, you can leave it in till you get home, because by that time, with the turning of that tire, it's probably going to seal that flat anyway. So there's some of the things you can look for. So that's really kind of how you change a flat tire. So it's not really that hard to do. There we are back on the front of the bike here. Sun's not hitting it. Got stuck by a detour, so we had to turn around. So that's one thing, is probably the most critical thing that you're going to run into is a flat tire. And these flat tires are going to happen all the time, guys. You ride a bike enough, you're going to have flat tires. It's inevitable. I was doing a video last year, and just before I got my flat, I was talking about fixing a flat tire on the trail. Well, a piece of wood went through my tire that they were cutting down trees, and it not only flattened my tire, or the inner tube, it also went through a Tannis liner. That's some plastic, heavy plastic liners you put inside your tires. It punctured that too. So I took the piece of wood out, turned my bike over, and then I just completed a video on how to fix a flat tire on the trail. Other things you want to carry. I talked about your battery operated pump. I talked about the flat out, how to fix that when you're on the trail. Now let's talk about some other items. You're going to want to need to carry hex wrenches. Most e-bikes come with a little tool set. They're not the greatest, but they work okay in an emergency. You can actually tighten bolts down that come loose. Carry some, definitely some bigger Allen wrenches in case the crank comes loose on your pedals, the crank set. You can tighten that down. Sometimes you'll hear a clicking sound, and that's usually the crank arm is coming loose. So there's usually a main essential things you want to carry. Besides your phone, you would definitely want a smartphone with the GPS tracking on it, because you're going to want people to know where you're at all times. So I use a app called Strava app, and I can text both of my sons and my wife and let them know where I'm on the trail real time. So I do that as well. He's making it slowly. So those are kind of the essential items. Sometimes in my backpack I'll carry a first aid kit as well. You may have gauze, you may have Band-Aids. You just never know when you're going to need them. So if you can find you a cheap first aid kit, either on Amazon or at Walmart or one of them, go ahead and carry that with you. You're going to want to carry a good lock chain with a lock. I particularly use a one called ABUS, A-B-U-S. Works out very well if you have to secure your bike. You never leave these things unattended. I don't care where you're at. When there's other people around, there's a potential or a possibility of getting your bike stolen. And with these portable grinders they carry now, if that's what they're intending to do is steal e-bikes, they're going to get it. But with these ABUS locks and chains, they're hard to get through. That's titanium in that chain, guys. So chance of them stealing that bike is pretty minimal. But you want to lock it down to a secure location, like a pole, or sometimes you'll have stores got the bike racks already there. Lock it down there. Definitely take your keys with you so they don't steal your battery as well. So if you got keys stuck in your bike, When you're buying an e-bike, you're buying a battery and you're getting the bike for free. Most of these batteries can run from $400 to $1,000 each. That's the most cost of any e-bike. So that's something you really want to pay attention to. Now, other than that, that's pretty much all I'll carry on a trail. Just make sure you got the right essential tools for every possible thing you need to do on the bike. Carry a master link with you in case your chain breaks. That's another thing you want to worry about. You can put the master link on the chain if it breaks right on the trail. But again, guys, these are just some of the things that I'm bringing up to you. I'm going to definitely forget something, so if I have forgot something, put it in the comment section for me so I know. Now let's talk about prepping for a ride. You want to make sure that all your bolts are tight. Usually you don't have to do that once a month or so. And then before every ride, check your tire pressure to make sure you're into the range that tire should be. Because if you let the bike set for a while, it's going to lose air pressure. So you want to do that as well. Now, I carry self-defense when I'm on the trail. So it's up to each individual if they ever want to carry. But I do carry. I'm a licensed CCW carrier. Of course, most states you don't need to be now. But again, there are a few things you want to carry with you on the bike trail. Carry some either ratchet straps, or you want to carry some bungee cords, some kind of straps where you have to strap something down on the back of the bike or whatever. You'll be able to do it. Well, I never get a clearance like this. But again, and them are some of the things that you definitely want to carry with you. Let's talk about wintertime riding. Now, I learned after this last winter I have to wind up buying a new motor. Well, shall I say the company gave me the motor because it failed on me. I was riding in 12 inches of snow on one of my trikes. And I actually burned the motor up. Couldn't handle that snow. So I'm going to be careful next winter when I'm riding that I can ride in colder temperatures for sure. But I'm going to probably stay away from snow and ice and stuff like that on the trail. It's just too dangerous. I'm 73 years old. And I don't need to get out and get hurt or do something stupid. But you're going to want to definitely dress very warm for it. Get you some earmuffs to put under your helmet. I've got some earmuffs that are actually designed for bike helmets. Keeps my ears warm when I'm riding. Of course, I carry different sets of gloves depending on how cold it is. I carry hand warmers in the wintertime in my backpack so I can just open it up, shake it up, and put it in my gloves. That works very well. Now, a lot of guys, and I'm going to give a shout out to Gary up in New Hampshire. Gary's E-Bike and Adventures, phenomenal channel, guys. If you have not subscribed to him, do so. And also Bruce in Maryland. I'm Bruce Electric, I believe it's called. His channel is another really good channel. But what's really good about, I'm going to sit here in just a second here and talk to you guys. Turn around and get out of the sun. Glaring on the camera. There we go. But yeah, Gary's one that also, he's got electric battery operated vest he carries with him. He's got battery operated gloves I think he carries. So yeah, there's you can't stay too warm when you're on these trails, because when you're out and I can ride in 5 to 10 degree temperatures, and trust me, it's cold out there. But if you're dressed for it, I carry a Pavaca where I can wear it completely cover my face. So yeah, I'll do that as well. So yeah, you just want to be prepared when you're out. And remember to put your battery inside when it gets below 40 degrees. Or maybe 30 at the max if you're in a detached garage or a shed. You want to bring that battery inside. You don't want it sitting out in the cold, because it will degrade even faster. And if you're going to store the battery in the wintertime, you're going to want to store it between 30 and 70%. You don't want to store it completely charged, and you do not want to store it completely empty. So those are some of the things you'll need to do. And I bring my batteries in the winter, all my batteries, and put them in fireproof bags. If you guys need a link for that, I can put it in the description box. They're actually not explosion proof. They're supposed to be, but I doubt they are. But I would certainly say they're fireproof, and it gives you another added fire protection if that battery would actually catch fire. I've never had a problem with a battery catching fire, nor do I ever want to. But you also need to never leave the house when you're charging a battery. I don't care, summer, winter, doesn't matter what time of year. I never go to bed, and I never leave the battery charging while I'm not around it where I can do something. But those bags, you can put those batteries inside there. They're made for e-bike batteries, and that way you're not tearing that battery up. So yeah, we're going to call it a day right here, because I got a low battery in my camera. I just got a notification on that, so we're going to head on back. I hope you guys have enjoyed this ride. Hope you've enjoyed the 360 footage that I got for you as well. And yeah, share, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on the next ride adventure.